Everyone, I'm from Figure Reviews, and I'm back here with another figure review. And today we're here with the popular vote in my community tab poll: Black Suit Spider-Man from Marvel Legends, Tobey Maguire, or Bully Maguire, as I like to call him. Here he is. He has a couple different accessories, as you guys can see. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's take a quick look at the box. Spider-Man 3. I liked it. They did that nice pose of him over here. Product shots. Looking nice. Spider-Man. Little CGI render right there. Marvel Legends. Nice logo on top. And that's it. Looks pretty cool. Alright, now let's take a quick look at the figure. We'll look at the accessories after that. Looking pretty good. On mine, there are some parts where the mask isn't like completely painted, which is unfortunate. Yeah. But it does look nice so far. Yeah. If you guys are wondering, it's basically just a remold. It's just reuse of their No Way Home body mold and given like a Tobey Maguire head sculpt. But I'm gonna be honest, this is not a great Tobey Maguire head sculpt, as you guys can see. Like, the hair is definitely there, but the head itself, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't look like it looks accurate. Like, if you look at it, you can definitely tell it's supposed to be Tobey Maguire. But at the same time, it's like there's something off about it too, you know? So, yeah. He comes with this symbiote piece. Alright. The eyes on this thing are nice and pearlescent, as you guys can see. Picks up the light from my ring lights pretty nicely. Yeah, this thing looks pretty nice, pretty good. Like, it's painted nicely too, so that's cool. He comes with 2 pairs of hands. His first pair are these. All right, web shooters. Now, these hands were technically not on him when he came out of the box. I just decided not to change them out because I thought these looked better. But these are the hands he came with. Alright, they look pretty good. And these are the hands that he did, like, that were in the packaging. Pretty cool. Those are all his accessories. He comes with a decent amount, like more than most Marvel Legends nowadays, if I'm being honest. Definitely more than most Marvel Legends. So it's not bad overall. Now let's do some quick figure comparisons. All right, we got first up our Marvel Legends, our previous Marvel Legends review, and our coming up Marvel Legends review for next week's Friday video. A little teaser. Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Bombastic. Oof. And we got our Mayfix comparisons over here. If he wants to sand. And yeah. There they are. They look pretty good together. I think he blends in more with the MCU kind of look, but yeah, definitely pretty cool. But yeah, there he is next to the other figures. As you can see, he's gonna fit in pretty well next to your MCU Marvel Legends. He's gonna fit in decently with your MCU Mayfax figures. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any SH figure arts in this comparison because I'm currently rearranging some stuff right now, so sorry. But with that being said, let me show you his points of articulation, and he has quite a bit. So the head is on a ball joint, a little bit of tilt here and there. Looks up about that much, down about this much. Goes all the way around, of course. He can bring his arms up, so he has no problem doing a T-pose. Right. He does have butterfly joints, although they are kind of restrictive, as you can see. Like, it's kind of stiff. And I do kind of have to force the arm to even move it a little bit, but like, as you guys can see, that's not much movement. Right. This is the regular butterfly joint. This is the one that's moved. Like, I don't know. I really do feel like this figure's butterfly joints just aren't it, you know. But he has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, standard Marvel Legends wrist peg. So nothing really too interesting about that. He has a ball joint at the upper torso, right? So it can go up, down, left to right. Pretty decent, I'm gonna be honest. Pretty decent going back. Kind of mediocre going front. I'm probably gonna take this figure apart and mod it to give it more, a little bit more range of movement, turning down. You know, when it comes to over here, pretty decent as well. You know, except for the fact that it looks like he broke his back or he has a beer belly. But yeah, he doesn't have drop down hips. He has a thigh swivel. His legs kick out about that much. The knee about this much. He does have double jointed knees too. He can kind of do the splits, I guess. Oh wait, actually he does have drop down hips. They're just really tight, and for some reason I needed to do this to actually even use them. That's weird, actually. He can move his foot up and down. Pretty good ankle rocker. That's about it. He can't really kick his leg back that much because of this. Yeah, so that's fine. But yeah, that's basically it for articulation. Now, I did take some photos of him before this video, before I started recording, and he actually poses pretty decently, as weirdly as his articulation might say he doesn't. He does pose decently. You just have to, you know, find a good angle, I guess. But enough talking, let's get straight to those pictures. Hello everyone, welcome to the posing portion of this video. And as you can see with most of these poses, I try to recreate some iconic scenes from the movie, and I think it picks up so far. The figure, the articulation it has, like, it helps, but it could be better. Anyway, back to the rest of the review. Everyone, welcome back, and this is the final review portion of my video. Now, for my overall score, I'm giving it a 6.5. I'm giving it a 6.5 because although while in the posing portion, this figure actually poses decently well and looks pretty good next to its Mafex and Marvel Legends MCU counterparts. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's very overpriced. $30 for a reuse of the No Way Home body mold, which in itself was really bad. Right, which in itself was really bad. And not only is it a reuse, right? They didn't even try to fix any of the issues with the No Way Home body mold, because as far as I knew, the No Way Mold body mold had the same kind of shitty butterfly joints, you know, or it didn't even give it toe joints, you know. Like, I would have loved to see toe joints on this thing. You know, also for the amount of accessories you get, I don't think it should be worth $30. Like, come on, they could have given us another pair of hands and maybe a symbiote or a web piece, you know, like something, anything, you know, 2 extra accessories, maybe, but no, you know. I do think it is overpriced, but it's not a completely bad figure. I don't have the CT toys simply because the shipping company that I've seen most sellers use can't exactly deliver where I live, which is unfortunate. So, you know, this was literally best option to a black suit Tobey Maguire I could get. So I took it, you know. And I'm not completely mad about it, you know. Like I said, it's not a horrible figure, right? Like if you know how to pose a figure correctly, trust me, you could pose the worst figure in the world and it could still look great, right? And I'm not the best poser out there, but you know I can definitely find enjoyment out of shitty things. So I I would not recommend this unless it's on retail. I'm gonna be honest. I can't recommend this to you guys unless it's on retail. Um, because it's currently going for $30, or at least when I pre-ordered it, it was going for $30. You know, so you know, take that as you will. Now, if you guys agreed with what I said in this review, please comment down below. If you guys didn't, tell me down below. If you guys like this review, like and subscribe, I guess. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. See you guys later. Bye.